This is the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Comet.
Good evening, a special Saturday night edition of the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals live from Jimmy Carey Stadium in Weirton. Rob Metzger, along with the coach, Bob Kramer, ahead of tonight's matchup between the 5-0 Catholic Central Crusaders and the 2-1 Blue Dons. And Coach, you know both sides of this rivalry. It's certainly an exciting night here tonight.
Yeah, I've coached several years in both for both schools, and it is a big rivalry. It's a cross-river rivalry, and I've been looking for this game because both teams are having real good years.
Absolutely. And a look at your Dutchman Deck's keys to the game for Catholic Central. They want to keep Madonna's skill in front of them, be more physical, and for Madonna, control the line of scrimmage, play mistake-free football. That is what head coach Troy Fetty in his first season at Madonna has said are his keys to the game as we check out the coaches in this matchup. And for Catholic Central, their head coach, Eric Meek, the veteran head coach, he is in his second season at Catholic Central, and the Crusaders off to a 5-0 start. We'll take a quick timeout. When we return, we will kick things off here live from Jimmy Carey Stadium. 5-0 Catholic Central, 2-1 Madonna, live on Comet.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Comet is sponsored by Bordas and Bordas, WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, and Wendy's.
Live from Jimmy Carey Stadium in Weirton. The Madonna Blue Dons won the coin toss. They elect to receive, so they will get the ball first here. Catholic Central will tee things up. Daniel Bolster, their kicker, as we get set for our team automotive mobile units kickoff here before this matchup. It is the 24th meeting all time. I'm alongside Coach Bob Kramer. This series had about a 35-year break. It was brought back in 2009 when you were head coach at Madonna.
Oh, yeah. Well, we were lucky. We started having a team that we could compete with them, and we thought that would be a good rivalry to get back on the schedule. I remember watching Madonna and Central when right after I got out of high school, and it's always been a good game. It's always been a good rivalry.
They've played every year now since 2009. Prior to 2009, it was 1974, the previous meeting before the series was renewed, and Madonna has won the last 3 games in this series, but Catholic Central leads the all-time series 13-9-1.
Well, that shows you how old I
am. You said that, not me. And again, set for kickoff here between these two. Catholic Central 5-0, coming off a victory last week on the road at Fairport Harbor, 15-9. Madonna was off last week, had their built-in West Virginia bye week. Before that, they suffered their first loss to a very good Toronto squad. It was a touchdown game in the third quarter before Toronto pulled away for the victory, 47-13. And we see how good Toronto is. They just knocked off previously unbeaten Edison last night.
Yeah, I saw Toronto against Weir High, and they give Weir High a heck of a game before they. I think
before the quarterback went down. When Zeb went down with an injury,
made a big difference.
Big difference. Time for that team automotive mobile unit kickoff. Bolster kicks it into the ground and picked up at the 26-yard line by the Blue Dons. And how about a big return by Matthew Gear? Oh, the ball is loose. Blue Dons will fall on it, and they will keep possession. So Gear on the return, and the Blue Dons offense will come out in Ohio Valley Honda replay. Picked up some nice yards here before the ball slips out. We've had some rain ahead of things, but it was knocked loose there by number 5, B.J. Fallon. Looks like things have dried up a bit. We had a good steady rain for about an hour or so before kickoff.
It'll still be a little slippery.
Yeah. So a First Choice America Federal Credit Union first down and 10 for the Blue Dons. And quarterback Chase Littleton in his first year at the position, number 18, a senior. And he will give it to Briskovich, and looking to get around the end. Big hit by Tommy Purgie. But they'll pick up about 4 or 5 on first down.
Nice solid tackle there.
Purgie on stop, and it'll bring up a second down. Actually picked up just 2 yards there on the play near the midfield stripe. Second down and 8 here in the early going on your Bordas and Bordas score bar. So the Blue Dons, with some skill that Coach Eric Meek was concerned about going into this one. They've got some good athletes. Now a timeout here already towards the Blue Dons side. So they take their first timeout to get things sorted out here with 11:13 to go here in the opening quarter of play. And like you said, this is a very fun rivalry matchup that's been played now since 2009 consistently. It's been a lot of fun. And what was it like, going up against them when they first had a chance to play against them?
Well, I was a little nervous.
A little bit?
Yeah. Because they had some good teams back then. Coach Baines.
Absolutely.
And we played well against them. I didn't have any trouble getting my kids up for this game.
Absolutely. Your mindset to wellness starters offensively: Littleton, Luca Muzzy, Matt Gear in the backfield, Andre Crossland, Colton Briskovich, the leading receiver, Trent McCartney. And up front, you got Marquise Parker, Andy Caprice, Logan Brown, Dominic Maple, and Caleb Kimberland. It's 2nd and 8 coming out of the Madonna timeout. They'll send 2 receivers here to the near side, single receiver set up top. Again, Muzzy and Gear in the backfield, and Muzzy gets the handoff stacked up as he gets across the midfield stripe, taken down to the turf there. Braden Roush was in there among the defenders for Catholic Central. Defensive mindset to wellness starters for Catholic Central. Up front, Brendan Grimm, Noah Huff, Peyton Roush, Johnny Kostecki. Linebackers including B.J. Fallon, Timmy Mahalio, Tyler Ialenti, and Braden Roush, Jimmy Hernan, Matthew Sprockeye, and Tommy Purgie in the secondary. Eric Meek, year number 2 as the head coach at Catholic Central, has had success pretty much everywhere he's gone. Wellsville, Toronto, Weir High won a state championship with the Red Riders. Here is Madonna on 3rd and 3. Littleton looks, gets rid of it. It's tipped. It's incomplete. Nice work by B.J. Fallon to deflect it, and it's 4th down.
He should have intercepted it. He had both hands on it, and he read the route real well and cut in front of it.
We'll look at it again here on a High Valley Honda replay.
Yeah, Central's putting pressure on him. The ball floated a little bit.
So deflected out, and it is 4th down and 3. And the Blue Dons will line up to go for it near midfield, just across the midfield stripe. He can also do, that's Littleton. High kick. And I'll take a Catholic Central bounce and downed at the 27-yard line with 10-12 to go here in the opening quarter.
Ball took a Central bounce.
It did take a Central
right
bounce.
Back towards Madonna,
So some decent field position to start out here for Catholic Central on offense. Their first possession, a First Choice America. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line. Tyler Ialenti at quarterback for the Crusaders. Timmy Mahalio, B.J. Fallon, Tommy Purgie. Very interchangeable receiver and running back. Sprockeye is a receiver. Noah Huff up front. Dominic Mascio. And you've also got Cody Carver at center now. We'll go over those starters in a minute. Has some changes here before game time tonight. 1st down and 10. Handoff to Fallon. And taken down from behind by Matthew Gear, number 11.
Handoff goes to B.J. Fallon.
It looks like both teams are going to test each other, try to establish a running game, and that makes everything work.
Catholic Central loves to control the clock, run the football. This Madonna defense tasked with slowing it down. Littleton, Kimberland, Preston Adams, Logan Brown up front, Dominic Maple, Muzzy, Matt Gear, KJ Ward, a linebacker, Crossland, McCartney, and Griskovich in the secondary. Your mindset to on his starting lineup. Defensively for the Blue Dons, 2nd down and 8. Fallon in motion. He'll take it and try to get around the edge on the jet sweep, and they'll stretch him out. Pick up a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down.
Handoff goes to Fallon off the right side. Knocked out by KJ Ward.
KJ Ward on the stop, and it'll be 3rd down upcoming here for the
Crusaders.
Crusaders.
Stretched that out real well. Thought he had the corner, but defense ran wrong with that thing.
Running well to the football. It's now 3rd and 5. 9:23 to go in the opening quarter here live at Jimmy Carey Stadium. under center. Island-Ty. Pressure comes from the backside, gets rid of it, and a big hit by Griskovich as they were looking to complete it to Noah Huff, one of the tight ends you'll see tonight, along with Cam Bradley. And it's fourth down. Let's look at it again on the Ohio Valley Honda replay. Good pressure came there on the quarterback from the backside.
It's tough running left and throwing right, trying to throw back into the middle. That's dangerous throw.
Now Griskovich back deep to receive what will likely be a punt here by the Crusaders. $9:18 to go in the opening quarter. Each team defensively has forced a 3 and out. Nice kick by Bolster. And it's going to take a Crusader roll down inside the 15. Look at it rolling. So the Blue Dons pin back a bit here to open up their second drive.
That's why I like to put 2 people back instead of 1 if you can.
Try to get possession of that before the bounce and rolls.
Yeah.
Dons back out there. Logan Brown, number 75 in there, the center for this Blue Don squad. Another first choice Community Federal Credit Union, first down and 10 back at the 13-yard line. Blue Don second possession. Muzzy to the left of Littleton at quarterback. He'll run it on first down. Roush in there. Along with Fallon. The stop on the quarterback keep. Look again from field level on your Ohio Valley Honda replay. Pick up a couple of yards. We'll pick up 2, second down and 8. Troy Fetty, first year as a head coach, longtime assistant here in the Ohio Valley. Took over August 2nd when Ted Arnaud got the principal's job at Weir High School.
Tough situation for him.
And nice work defensively for the Crusaders, getting in the backfield. I see Mahayo and Huff.
Inside handoff to
Central's getting nice penetration up front.
Roush.
No gain on the play.
No gain there, 3rd and 8. Clock continues to move. And so far, Madonna has kind of gone the approach Central will like to go through this game is control the football, run the football. You know, Coach Meek wants to make sure he keeps any of those Blue Don athletes, like I said, in front of him because they got some guys, if they got some time, could break off some big plays here.
Well, that'll shorten the game down for him.
There, throw across the middle, complete to Griskovich. That's the first down pickup. Big pass on 3rd down.
To Colton
Griskovich on the reception. He's their leading receiver, and they will move the sticks. Let's look at it here.
Tackle was made by Timmy Mahalia.
Yeah, the 2 wideouts clear out, and he runs a nice crossing pattern there.
Had some time to throw as well. Worked up front by the Blue Dons offensive line. It's another first choice Community Federal Credit Union, first down and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line. Griskovich checks out after the first down catch. You see Jonah McKay there, number 6. He's still out. He's been out this season, had a preseason injury. Hope to get him back here in a couple, 3 weeks maybe.
Well, they said they had a couple kids who were sick.
They've had some illness going through the program as well, and that's pretty much everywhere. Muzzy on the carry. Roush on the stop. And McKay, he's been out since preseason. And look at it again on your Ohio Valley Honda replay. Quickly getting in there was Braden Roush once again.
Yeah. Madonna picked that up pretty good.
Second down and 5 for the Blue Dons. 6:32 and counting on your Bordas and Bordas scoreboard. We have no score here early on. Hand off to Muzzy. Luca Muzzy picks up another 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and short.
Muzzy off the left side. Tackled by Braden Roush.
And again, Braden Roush on the stop. Called his name a few times.
Well, when you have that size up front, you want to establish your running game.
And Madonna's got a big line, not a deep line, because not a lot of guys on the roster, but they're big with the guys they got up front. There's a look at Tyler Ialentai. Really good on both sides of the ball for the Crusaders, also the quarterback.
They're getting a decent push up front right now.
3rd down and 2. Look at the big boys in the backfield looking to pave the way, and does he have enough? It looks like it's going to be right at the marker.
Yeah, it'll be real close.
You had
on the spot.
Littleton keep. You had Marquise Parker, the big lineman, in the backfield here. Look at it in the replay.
Roush.
Oh, yeah.
It is the first down.
That'll be good enough for a Blue Dog. First down.
Ball now at the 37-yard line. As the clock continues to roll here. First choice, Community Federal Credit Union, 1st down and 10. The Blue Dons, 2nd offensive possession. Ball in the turf. Crusaders. Who has it? Blue Dons will fall back on it.
Bubble on the play. Recovered by the Blue Dons. Luca Muzzy.
Muzzy recovers. We'll check it out again.
Like
a little trouble.
On the oh, yeah. He never got
kind of turned before. They'll lose a couple there at 2nd and 12. Clock rolling here in the opening quarter. Both teams running the football. Quick moving first quarter. Coach Troy Fetty, an assistant at Brook. His alma mater, Buckeye local, Weir High, Edison. Was brought on Tedderno's staff as the offensive coordinator. Now he's the head coach. And here's Muzzy battling for yardage, still pushing forward right near the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be about 3rd down and 10.
Counts his way up the middle. Kate Rouse and company in on the tackle.
So 3rd and 10 upcoming here. 3rd and 9 for the Madonna Blue Dons.
Gain of 3. 3rd down and 9.
Picked up 3. Checking in for the Blue Dons, Trent McCartney. Number 1. They'll set twin receivers to each side of the formation here. Muzzy in the backfield. Crusaders looking to bring some pressure. Littleton steps out of trouble. Headed to the sideline. Dives. Will be short of the 1st down mark. It'll be 4th down.
Chase Littleton on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, Central was bringing pressure on that.
Number 14, Tyler Ialentai, and number 72, Kate Roush.
Littleton on the keep. Ialentai and Roush getting him towards the sideline. It'll be 4th and 5. Littleton, first year playing quarterback, had a real nice season so far in 3 games. He's rushed for more than 170 yards and 4 touchdowns and through the air. 424 yards, 7 touchdowns, and just 1 pick. They'll punt it. And Purgie will look to make something happen on the punt return. Tommy Purgie out of bounds around the 40, so pretty good field position here for the Crusaders.
Yeah, good return.
We'll take a timeout with 3:04 to go here in the opening quarter. No score on your WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Nice looking sunset there. The clouds clear a bit as we overlook the Ohio Valley City of Weirton near Jimmy Carey Stadium.
Yeah.
When the sun's out, this is not the greatest place to sit.
It is.
But when the sun sets, it's a great view. So, 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. Head coach Eric Meek.
Full house.
They'll look to control it here and hand it off to B.J. Fallon. And Fallon, the stiff arm breaks it. Still, nice run by B.J. Fallon. Picks up 9.
Handoff goes to Fallon.
So Fallon working hard, and that Crusaders offensive line, I want to mention earlier again, you got Mascio at left tackle, Grimm at left guard. Cody Carver back after an injury. He's at center tonight. Braden Roush, Peyton Roush on the right side of that offensive line. 2nd and 2 officially picked up. Actually, 2nd and 1. We look at the sticks there. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 49-yard line. 2:54 to go here in this quarter. Alenti will keep it, push forward, and he'll have the first down.
Alenti, the quarterback keeper, pushes ahead for first down.
We'll move the sticks. We'll look at it again. Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Parker for the Blue Ones.
Again, the push up there, and Alenti picks up the first down. 2:32 and counting here in the opening quarter. First choice, Community Federal Credit Union, first down and 10. Hand off to Purgie. Up the middle, still fighting for yardage. Picks up a couple. We'll look at it again from field level here.
Goes to Purgie. Tackle made by Kimberlin.
Host of Blue Dons, including Kimberlin, Angelo DeBrusca in there, number 4. It's second down and 8.
It brings a second down and 8.
Second and 8. Ball at the 47. Alenti to keep it, and he'll pick up the first down and more. Big hit. Ball was down. Nice pick up there by the quarterback, Tyler Alenti.
They bring 3 blockers up ahead of him, and that's just power football.
Crusader first down.
Alenti gets through there. Eventually brought down there by Noah Kimberlin, number 25, but the ball now at the 28-yard line with the running clock. 125 and counting here. First choice, Community Federal Credit Union, first down and 10. Again, Fallon in to the left of Alenti. Purgie back there as well. Here's Fallon, B.J. Fallon up the middle. B.J. Fallon all the way down to the 15, 14-yard line. Pick up another first down here for the Crusaders.
Scrambles for first down yardage. Tackle made by Angelo DeBrusca as well as Dylan.
Good work up front.
It's going to be first and 10.
Settling into power football. As long as they can keep moving the sticks, that's good, solid football there.
Control the possession.
Exactly.
That's what Coach Meek wants
Especially
to do.
It's close to halftime.
That's what they've done here. Near the end of quarter number 1, here's Alenti. Wrapped up by Griskovich.
Alenti on the quarterback keeper.
Clock continuing to tick there. Inside the WMC pink zone, inside that 20-yard line, and out the 15. Clock continues to roll.
Second down and 6.
Be at least one more play here in this quarter. Quick moving opening quarter with no score so far, but the Crusaders are threatening here. Second and 6. Double tight end set once again for the Crusaders. Here's Alenti. Takes it across to 10. That'll bring an end to quarter number 1 here live inside Jimmy Carey Stadium. We will take a timeout. We have no score after 1, but the Crusaders are threatening. It's zeros on your WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We'll be right back.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Comet is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, Weirton Medical Center, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 495, D. Felice Brothers Pizza.
Live at Jimmy Carey Stadium, Crusaders inside the WMC pink zone. It's 3rd and 4 at the 9-yard line. Looking for the first score of this one. Alenti takes the snap. Alenti runs it. Hits hard down inside the 5. Picks up another first down. It'll be first and goal.
Puts me on the old single wing football there. With the quarterback, in the old single wing, the quarterback lined up there. But they have a lot of blockers at the point of attack. And then the back just picks his hole.
Good look on our Team Wellsburg replay. It's another first down. It's first and goal now at the 3. Crusaders on the move. Iolenti under center. Vernon behind him. Oh, trouble on the snap. Falls on it. Does Iolenti. They'll keep possession. That could have been disastrous for the Crusaders.
Yeah. Well, you have a center that hasn't played.
A couple weeks ago.
Right. The quarterback got a little anxious getting out of there. Let's see. No, he just dropped the ball.
And hit off the backside there and it dropped in. So it is second and goal from the 5 now, back at the 5-yard line. Crusaders double tight set once again with Camden Bradley, number 10, number 15, Noah Huff. Hernan in the backfield along with Purgie and Fallon. Quarterback Iolenti takes snap, works his way towards the end zone. Is he in? Yes, he is. It is a Crusaders Discovery Jewelers touchdown. From field level, here's Iolenti, keeps it, stretches. And he's in.
His knee wasn't down.
So an impressive drive for Eric Meek's squad as they get on the board 6-0 and attempting the extra points. Daniel Bolster, who has been outstanding this year for the Crusaders. Fallon to hold. There's some early movement. And that's going to be whistled against the Blue Dots. 6-0. Catholic Central strikes first. See they move the ball. Now might they line up and go for 2 potentially here.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a good opportunity.
Very similar situation to where they scored the touchdown.
Exactly, because they've been moving the ball. They've been controlling the line of scrimmage.
Go double tight. Try for 2. Your tight ends again. Bradley and Huff. Purgie to the left. Fallon to the right of Iolenti. And Iolenti will keep. He will push forward. He will get in for the 2-point try. It's 8-0 Catholic Central. We'll take a quick timeout. The Crusaders strike first here live at Jimmy Carey Stadium on your WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Steubenville Catholic Central strikes first, leading Madonna 8-0 live on a special edition of the Borders and Borders Friday Night Rivals. It's a Saturday night, and you look at your Team Wellsburg replay. They get on the board with some big runs here by Tyler Iolenti. Gets the touchdown, and then gets the 2-point conversion as well. So Bolster has things teed up for another Team Automotive mobile unit kickoff.
That was a good, solid drive for a touchdown.
Your kind of football right there.
Oh, I love it.
Run it.
I'm a running coach.
Run it and run it some more.
Yes, exactly.
Bolster with the kick. Taken at the 15-yard line. Big hit on the return up to the 35-yard line. Grishkovich on the return. Yeah.
I learned from an old coach. He said, you run the same play until they stop it, and then you run it again and make sure it wasn't an accident.
Make sure it wasn't a fluke, right?
Yeah.
And they'll just keep on coming.
Oh, yeah.
That's the plan. Now, Iolenti can throw the football, but they're going to run it until you stop it.
Exactly. It shortens the game when you don't have a lot of players. That's good.
Absolutely. Mr. Reuter, first down and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Blue Dons. Looking to get something going here on offense. Handoff, Luca Muzzy up the middle. Still battling. No whistle yet. A good effort to pick up about 4 yards.
Muzzy up the middle.
So Muzzy on the carry. Muzzy.
Tackle made by Mahalo.
And Mahalo on the stop for the Crusaders.
Gain of 5.
Got 5 there, 2nd and 5. Madonna had a nice drive going there last time.
Yes,
just couldn't quite finish it off.
The same way, you know, they were moving along the scrimmage, and that's what you look for.
Second down and 5. And Muzzy stacked up. Crusaders Roush was in there.
Buzzy up the middle.
Team Wellsburg replay. We'll check it out from behind the play.
You had a collision there between the back and the guard tackle that was trying to pull. Trying to run a little cross block there.
Huff helping things out there. It's 3rd and 4 as we head towards the 9-minute mark here in quarter number 2. Blue Dons looking to answer the Crusaders' first score. In trouble, pressure throws, incomplete. Good pressure by the Crusaders defense.
Intended receiver was Briskovich. B.J. Fallon in on the coverage for the Crusaders.
Fallon on the
Fallon
coverage.
did a nice job there. Nice coverage.
Don't leave me hanging there, right? Look, you wanted to Timmy and Mahayo and BJ wanted that high five there. Here's Troy Fetty, head coach of the Blue Dons, year number 1. His defensive coordinator, TJ Miller, right there, who will also be the baseball coach at Madonna this spring. And the punt takes a Madonna bounce, rolling down to the 25-yard line with 8:40 to go. We'll take a quick timeout here. It's 8-0 Crusaders. We will return in a moment. 8-0 Catholic Central on your WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. Following a Madonna punt, the Crusaders with it. 1st down and 10 at the 26-yard line. Mr. Reuter 1st down. I learned how to keep it. Hit, but it keeps going. Then takes a big hit. Up for about 3-yard pickup. Madonna player is down. Back up. Briskovich on the stop.
And it looks like they found something and they're going to stick with it, which is smart football.
Smart football for sure.
Yeah.
Pick up a 3. It's 2nd down and 7. 8 minutes remaining here in the first half. Here's Tommy Purgie. Cuts it upfield. Purgie will spin, pushing forward. 1st down yardage for the Crusaders. They'll move the sticks.
It's just man on man up front, and they just pick
Good
a
work
hole.
by Fallon there.
Yeah.
Number 5.
That's good enough for a Crusader 1st down.
Turns them out, and it's a Mr. Reuter 1st down and 10. The run by Tommy Purgie, who won the season, has 309 rush yards and 2 touchdowns entering this one.
1st and 10 from the 38 for the Crusaders.
It's the quarterback, Ilentai, once again. Picks up 4 or 5, and that's exactly what they'll take.
Exactly. 3 4s are 12. That's a 1st down.
That's good math right there.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll let you handle the math. I'll just talk a little bit. Here's Coach Eric Meek once again. 2nd season, 9-7 overall with the Crusaders. 141 and 107 as a head coach at Toronto, Wellsville, and Weir High. Each school is qualified for the playoffs. Of course, Weir High winning a state championship back in 05. Second down and 6. Looking to throw it. It's complete to the tight end Huff. Across midfield. And another Crusader. 1st down.
Tackle made by Trent McCarthy. That is good enough for a Crusader 1st down.
Look from field level behind the play. Huff hauls it in, and
the corner's been cheating in a little bit. Every play a little bit further.
Run.
Exactly.
Hit it with the pass. As I said earlier, Ilentai is certainly capable, and they got some guys that can get it to as well. I mean, Sprockeye, get him open in space, he could take it. He's done that before.
Exactly.
But right now, again, double tight. They're going to keep on running it here. Here's Ilentai up the middle, working his way through. Ilentai Picks up 8. Crusaders following the game plan to a T, keeping the clock moving, keeping control of the football.
Exactly.
And they've kept Madonna's big play options in front of them on defense. 2nd and 2 as the clock continues to roll. Highlanti picks up 8. Ball at the 42-yard line of Madonna. Fallon cross 40. He's got a first down. And then some. Stays in bounds. Clock continues to roll. They'll stop it as they move the sticks, and then they'll restart the clock.
Well, they have 3 blockers back there. They can attack any place along the line they want.
Mr. Reuter, first down. Crusaders controlling things up front. Off to a 5-0 start this season. Best start in 10 years when they won their first 8 games. Toss to Purgie. Purgie bottled up by the Blue Dons. Good work by that Madonna defense.
Stout defense that time. Yeah.
Maple in there, second on the team in tackles. Picked up 1. Maple, 6 foot, 235-pound junior. 30 tackles on the season. Entering tonight, it's 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9 here for the Crusaders. The Highlanti will keep it. And forward to the 30. Bringing up a 3rd and short situation.
Yeah. About 4 yards. Looks like a 5.
3rd and 5, Team Wellsburg replay. And Ward crosses down to make the stop. Ball to 31-yard line. Clock still moving. Your Wendy's halftime report coming up at halftime with Dylan Cleveland. We'll introduce you to a latest Scholar Athlete of the Week. Here's Purgie around the left end. Picks up first down yardage.
Purgie sweeps left. Good enough for a first down yardage.
Move the sticks again.
They've been successful at that. Yeah, just power football, basically.
Mr. Reuter, first down and 10 at the 25. Trying to score here before halftime, and also the Crusaders will get the ball to start the second half as well. Again, the keep. Nowhere to go this time. Might get a yard. Maple in there again.
They ran right into the blitz, I believe. Yeah, see.
All kinds of pressure coming there,
Yes.
and then Maple comes in and finishes things off.
Yeah, Madonna has to start taking chances,
Bringing some pressure there. It's now 2nd and 9 at the 24. Now, Highlanti keeps, flag comes out, dives forward. Again, there's a flag down around the 20. Our referee tonight, Alan Cox.
Holding.
And hold.
Yeah, usually that's it.
I believe that's the first penalty on the Crusaders.
No, is it on them?
On Madonna.
Yeah.
We wait.
Well, got Madonna for holding.
We'll look at it again here on the Team Wellsburg replay.
I think it was on the wideout going down.
Look, the rain's coming down again. You can see the rain.
Yeah.
Kind of going sideways. We're thankfully in the Bob Russell press box, staying dry. But our crew doing great work out in the elements here. Mr. Reuter, first down and 10, ball at the 11-yard line.
Once again, all junior dog athletes leave the end zone area.
Iolenti stacked up this time. Good work up front.
Play in the middle. Tackle made by Logan Brown.
Logan Brown, number 75.
Once again, all junior dog athletes, please report.
Inside the WMC Pinkton, the ball's at the 11-yard line, second down and 10.
Madonna's bringing their linebackers up closer and attacking.
It's second down. 2 minutes to go in the opening half. Here's Iolenti to keep. Delivers the hits, takes it down to the 5.
Double blitz that time up the middle.
Team Wellsburg replay.
Looked like a mess-up play because the ball bounced up in the air.
Works out for the Crusaders.
Yeah.
It's still 3rd and 4.
Well, they knew what to do with it.
At the 5. Tuck it and go.
Exactly.
Continuing to work with the double tight end set. And a timeout has been called, I believe. Let's hold on yet by the Blue Dons. So a timeout with 1:21 to go here in the opening half.
One last time, all
3rd down and 5 upcoming.
please report to the end zone area so we can begin the announcements right at the beginning.
While we have a moment, tomorrow night, first road test for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's on Sunday Night Football. You can watch it on WTOV 9 as they are in Vegas, looking to get that offense on track. They picked up the win against the Browns. Much thanks in part to the defense.
I have some friends in Vegas that are big Steeler fans.
That will be there?
They also root for the Raiders.
No.
Too. Yeah. So it'll be a tough game for them.
Yes. And you watch that tomorrow night on WTOV 9. Steelers and the Raiders. 3rd and 4 upcoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, please get out your red game
3rd down and 5 coming out of this timeout for the Crusaders, leading 8-0. Crusaders controlling things on the ground as they wanted to do in this one.
The game ball is 6-1-9-3-3.
Blue Dons called the timeout.
6-1-9-3-3.
1:21 on that clock on your Bordas and Bordas scoreboard.
Whenever you pick up the game ball near the entrance of the stadium.
Getting back to action
One last
here.
time, winning game ball number is 6-1-9-3-3.
Coaches want to make sure they know what they want on defense.
3rd and 5. With 1:21 to go here in this opening half.
Yeah, I don't think Central's going to change what they're doing as long as they're successful at it.
You guys are good. He's not the red hat. You guys are good.
Not sure what the delay was for. Took a while to come out of there. Here's B.J. Fallon diving forward. Is he in? No, he's not. But he
Down to 1.
buys a first down now. Team Wellsburg replay. They'll move the chains.
Yeah. Nice block by Tommy Purgy there. Got him around the corner.
With the rain falling. First and goal at the 1. with a minute to go until halftime. Awfully close to extending the lead. Zia cross. No.
The referee says no.
Clock continues to run, 40 seconds and counting. Crusaders have all 3 timeouts left. Here's again. Thought he was going to be in, but taking him down there. Crossland back to action. 22 seconds, pushing forward.
He didn't make it. Oh, yeah.
Is in.
They give it to him.
They give it to him. Touchdown, Discovery Jewelers touchdown for the Crusaders with 17 seconds until halftime. Iolentai. Second of the night. And now Bolster on to attempt the extra point. Chance to make it a 15-0 ball game. Foul in the hold. Extra point up, and it is no good. 14-0, 17 seconds till the half. We'll take a quick timeout. Crusaders lead by 2 scores. Catholic Central extends it 14-0 on your WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. We are soon headed to our Wendy's halftime report with Dylan Cleland. And it was Iolentai taking it in from a yard out. Just enough to cross to get in for the touchdown. And now time for the Team Automotive Mobile Unit kickoff. Again, Dylan Cleland in studio with your Wendy's halftime show. We'll recap a lot of last night's action across the Ohio Valley and also your Scholar Athlete of the Week feature. Earlier today, Lindsley a winner 41-0 against Fort Fry. Ahead of next week's Friday Night Rivals live broadcast against Steubenville from West Liberty. Oak Glen picks up its first win of the year as well, 42-0 at Berkeley Springs. Here's the return for the Blue Dons. Big hit around the 40, 12 seconds to go. Ball comes loose. Who's got the ball? There's a pile up battle for the ball. And the Blue Dons in gear have it. Brookville today to Watkins Memorial from the Columbus area, 32-14. 8 seconds on your first half clock.
Just 8 seconds left in here in the first half.
Almost halftime. Crusaders have controlled the clock and the ball in this opening half, exactly what they wanted to do, and they're going to get the ball as well to start the third quarter.
Exactly. You know, they found something that's good, and any good coach will stick with it.
And they'll want to keep the Blue Dons in front of them here with just 8 seconds to go. They're going to run it here. Here is Muzzy. Luca Muzzy across midfield, 2 seconds. Will they get a timeout call? Yes. 1.1 on the clock. First down yardage. Blue Dons do have a timeout remaining.
Yeah.
It's good enough for a Blue Dons first down. 9-yard line.
Mr. Reuter first down and 10. Crusader Marching Band awaiting their performance.
Central is in prevent defense right there. All that does is prevent you from going down the field real slow.
Right. I believe we do have a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah.
They just put a minute back. That won't be right. It'll be about 1.1 seconds. Yeah, 1.1 seconds. They'll wind it down. Until halftime. Crusaders, 2 lengthy drives, capped off by Iolentai touchdowns to give them a 14-0 lead here at Jimmy Carey Stadium. We're going to wait for the clock to wind down to 1.1. Crusaders 5-0 on this season. Right in the mix of that playoffs in Ohio Division 7, Region 25. We're just about there to get that clock set up. Let's stop it at 2. One more play.
Yeah.
There's some type of penalty that would have us replay things. Here is Littleton. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And incomplete. And it is halftime here at Jimmy Carey Stadium. One half in the books. Eric Meeks, Crusaders in the rain, leading Madonna 14-0. We'll take a timeout. Your Wendy's halftime show come up next with Dylan Cleveland. We'll be right back.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Comet is sponsored by Bordas and Bordas, WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital, WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, and Wendy's.
The rain coming down as we get set to open up quarter number 3. Madonna and Catholic Central, the Crusaders, leading 14-0. Rob Metzger along with Bob Kramer in the booth.
I'm kind of anxious to see the defensive adjustments that Madonna will obviously have to make to stop that power game.
Absolutely, and the weather really playing right into the hands of what the Crusaders want to do. They want to run the ball anyway, so you run it in this weather, and it certainly hampers Madonna wanting to throw the ball because, well, now it looks like it's about as wet as it's been, but it's been wet.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to throw the ball more. I don't know.
They might be forced to, but again, the conditions right now are not favorable. And even in the first half, it was raining some as well. So we'll see how it goes. Now, Central will get the football to start the second half. It's set for a Team Automotive Mobile Unit kickoff. But again, rain's coming down pretty good right now. And Eric Meeks Crusaders will get the football to start this half. And Madonna, do you try to catch them off guard here with the kick this early, or you just kick it to them and see what happens?
This is the kind of weather that I'm glad I'm up here and not down there anymore.
Absolutely. You spend plenty of time on the sidelines. You can enjoy it up here.
A long time. And I enjoyed every year of it. I really did.
Like we said earlier, you coach on both sides of this matchup here, really. And again, state champions 2009 with Madonna. What a run that was.
Yes, it was. And everybody said you had a nice offense. I said, but we had a great defense. And that's been my forte, so to speak. If you keep the other team from scoring, you got a good chance to win.
All you need is 3 points, 7 points, 6 points. Hold them to 0. Teed up, ready to go. Dribble. It's live football picked up around the 30. With rain and the wind blowing. You can really see the rain there and that shot there.
Yeah.
Good kick. Returned by Matthew Sprockeye.
Matthew Sprockeye. Speedy sophomore on the return. And the Crusaders will get the football to open things up here at the 34-yard line. The First Choice America first down and 10. Crusaders leading 14-0 on a pair of short Tyler Iolenti touchdown runs. And Tommy Purgie, the carrots, and he good work by the Blue Dons up front.
Well, Madonna's gone to a 6-man front on that.
Look again on your Ohio Valley Honda replay.
See, 6 men right up on the line of scrimmage.
Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
Picked up a yard. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
Early stages of quarter number 3 here at Jimmy Carey Stadium. We're live on Comets. Thanks for joining us here this evening on a special edition of the Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Saturday nights. Ialentai takes the snap, keeps it. Spins forward, pick up about 3.
Ialentai on the quarterback keeper. Stop made by Nebraska.
Yeah, they get Madonna's put 8 men in the box.
Yeah, they'll definitely
Third down and
force
5.
them at some point, maybe, to throw the football.
Yeah. Well, when
The
you're
chances-
winning, you have a lot of options.
Yes, absolutely. That's what the Crusaders have right now. 3rd and 5. Opening drive of the 3rd.
Now they're back to a 4-man front.
Crusaders with a receiver set here to the near side. And they'll dump it off. Incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. So
Pass falls
Madonna's
incomplete.
going to get the football here.
The receiver was Connor Mahali.
Not a whole lot of time off the clock.
4th down for the
No,
Crusaders.
you force them into throwing the ball. And in this kind of weather, that's what you want them to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Colton Briskovich will
Ball
be
security will be certainly
Exactly.
a key here.
Exactly.
Always is, but when it's raining and wet, magnified even more here. Briskovich back deep at his own 30. Bolster gets the kick away. And a nice roll as well, out of bounds. So good kick by Bolster, takes the bounce at the 20. We'll take a quick timeout. 10:15 to go here in the 3rd. It's 14-0 Catholic Central on your WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. $14-0 Steubenville Catholic Central on your WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Madonna forces the 3 and out. Good adjustment up front with the extra guys on the line.
Yeah, they went to a 6-man front, which was a nice adjustment by Madonna.
Forced the Crusaders into a passing situation there on 3rd
Correct.
down, and they have to punt it. Noah Huff, nowhere to go there for Madonna as they run the football.
Handoff goes to
Muzzy on the carry. 14-0 here in the 3rd. 5-0 Crusaders. TJ Miller running the defense for the Blue Dons this year. Coach Fetty moving in the frame as well. 2nd down and 9. Briskovich out wide. And a hit immediately. That's Roush once again. Braden Roush.
Chase Littleton.
He has been in
Braden Roush.
on a number of tackles tonight. We'll look at it again. Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Yeah, he read his keys real nice. He can fill the hole.
Clock will continue to roll. The rain continues to fall. 3rd down and 9. The ball at the 22-yard line here in the 3rd. Twin receivers set to each side. And a whistle.
Madonna called time?
Madonna called timeout. Play clock, I believe, was heading toward a 0 there.
Timeout.
Blue Dons call the timeout. 8:39 to go in the 3rd. Blue Dons trailing 14-0. 24th meeting all time between these two schools. And Madonna with a 3-game win streak in this series, won 29-14 last year. Crusaders with that overall series lead.
That was the early years.
The early years.
The early years, yeah.
13-9-1. Crusaders. Like I said, we had a big gap between 1974 and then the 2009 meeting.
Yeah.
Between these two schools. Coming out of the Madonna timeout, 3rd and 9. Rain continues to come on down hard, and Littleton gets rid of it complete. Up across the 30. Right near that first down marker. Nice. Andre Crossland. See where they mark the first down. They'll move the chains. So a big pass there by Littleton to Crossland to move the chains and keep this drive going.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to loosen up the Madonna Central defense.
Mm-hmm. First choice America first down. They're going to run it with Muzzy. Picks up a couple.
Handoff goes to Luca Muzzy. Peyton Roush on the carry.
Ohio Valley Honda replay will show it to you again. Crusader defense up to the task up front. Purgy.
Nice. Filled the hole real nice.
Good work.
Read it, come up. Nice low tackle.
Picked up 2, 2nd and 8. The clock rolling. And some movement.
Flags on the play. A dead ball, encroachment on the defense.
And the defense moved early, so that'll help the Blue Dogs down here, moving up 5 yards. 2nd down and 3 instead of 2nd down and 8.
Coach wants you to be aggressive, but not that aggressive.
Right.
I used to tell him, and the quarterback's not talking to you. Don't listen to him.
Littleton keeps it, but brought down from behind. Peyton Roush this time. It'll be 3rd and short. Peyton Roush tracking him down. Number 72. Picked up the yard. Third and 2. Peyton the junior. Braden the senior. Muzzy. Oh, breaks through for the first down up across the 45. Nice work by Luca Muzzy.
And for a Blue Dog first down. Braden Roush on the tackle for the Crusaders.
First choice Community Federal Credit Union. First down and 10. Rips it right up the middle.
Straight. Yeah, 2 double teams. Linebacker on the left side blitz and took himself out of the play.
That's the times where maybe the aggressiveness
Blitzing
backfires a little bit.
If you guess right, you're great. And if you guess wrong, you're in trouble.
First and 10 at the 46 for the Blue Dogs, looking for their first points in this one. Muzzy picks up 4. Clock continues to roll.
Muzzy off the right side.
Less than 6 minutes to go here in this third.
By Braden Roush. Ball will be spotted in the Blue Dog 49-yard line.
Picked up 3 yards. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Muzzy breaks it to the outside, lowers his shoulder. Be 3rd and
Muzzy
short.
breaks up to the right side. Timmy Mahalio.
Stop. For Catholic Center. Look at it again here. Muzzy. It's around.
Yeah, they lost contain on the side.
3rd down and 3 for Madonna.
Clock rolling, under 5 now in this third quarter. Both teams running the ball a lot. Quick moving contest so far. 3rd down and 3 from the 40s. Littleton in trouble. Stacked up, driven back. And that's going to bring out a flag. And the Crusaders had him stop, but the extra shove at the end is going to cost them. Good work defensively initially here.
Yeah, excellent.
Great job.
And there's no
Brendan Grimm
reason
initially.
for this.
Crusaders. We had a 15-yard penalty in the previous spot.
First down and 10.
First down.
Now we'll see if the Blue Dons can take advantage of that.
Exactly.
A
That puts
little
them in
extra
good-
life here on this drive, and they've got the ball now at the 34 of Catholic Central.
Just keep it moving.
First and 10 Dons from the Crusader 30.
Still raining as Eric Meek looks on. Looking to throw it. Littleton. It is caught across the middle inside the 20. Griskovic on the reception.
Pass complete to Colton Griskovic for a Blue Don first down.
In
Tackle made by
between a couple of Crusaders.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Yeah, they're doing well. Mixing it up real nice.
First down and 10. Inside the WMC pink zone. The ball at the 18-yard line. Muzzy will get about a
Muzzy, the ball
yard.
carrier of the middle. Tackle made by Peyton Roush.
Picks up a yard. Second down and 9. Nearing 3 minutes in this third quarter. Can the Crusader defense keep them out of the end zone? Madonna looking to get on the board here. Second and 9. Muzzy on the carry and carrying some Crusaders with him. Breaks free. Oh, did he?
Be about a yard short.
The extra effort that gets them down to the 10.
Scrambling for positive yardage. Tackle made by B.J. Ballin for the Crusaders.
Muzzy. High Valley Hunter replay. Check out the extra work here at the end by Muzzy. It's 3rd and 1. Hand off again to Muzzy. Muzzy taken down. Urgy, nice work. Mahalio.
Luca Muzzy off the right side. Tackled for a
Lost
loss.
a couple. It's going to be 4th
Timmy Mahalio.
and about 4. And an injury timeout here for a Madonna player as well with 2:11 to go here in the third. Steubenville Catholic Central leading 14-0. We got an injury timeout, and we'll take a break as well. $14-0 Steubenville Central on your WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Luca Muzzy, the injured Blue Don, walking off under his own power. So that's certainly good news. The Blue Dons facing a 4th and 4 after a nice defensive play by Tommy Purgy.
Yeah, he's coming
Mahalio.
out real good.
So big play here. We got 2:11 to go in the third. 4th and 4. Blue Dons looking for their first points of this one. Inside the WMC pink zone. So Matthew Gear in the backfield, number 11. To the left of Littleton. For Central, you want to make sure you don't jump.
Right.
Swing it out. Ooh, incomplete. Looking for Gear.
Pass ball is incomplete.
Off the mark, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
It was there because they only had 2 defenders. And they had 2 blockers out front.
Ohio Valley Honda replay. Just a little bit.
Just off the fingers.
10-0.
What they say, football's a game of inches sometimes.
And that was inches.
Ohio State and Notre Dame still scoreless in the second quarter.
First Choice Community Federal Credit Union, first down and 10 for the Crusaders. Back at their own 12 now. But still leading 14-0. Hand off to B.J. Fallon. Fallon picked up a nice chunk of yards.
Yeah, change their formation a little bit. That put a flanker out, but then they motioned him right back to the backfield where he would have been anyways. Try to get the defense to shift over.
Picked up 5, second down and 5. Less than a minute 30 to go until we head to the fourth quarter.
Gain of 6, second down and 4.
Crusaders with the lead. Purgie in motion. Fake to give to him. Here's Iolentai. There's a little trouble there. And then he's hit again. Gear was in there among a host of Blue Dons.
He ran into his own blocker that time, I believe.
Third down and 2 for the Crusaders.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
You start getting tired in a game like this. Your pad level comes up.
3rd and 2. Ball at the 20. Iolentai, first down yardage, stays in bounds up across the 30 to the 33. Nice work by Iolentai and that offensive front four of the Crusaders pick up another first down.
That Gear.
Nice block there by Timmy Mahalia on the outside. Give him the
First and 10 Crusaders
sealed it.
from the 33-yard
Let him
line.
get outside.
That'll be the final seconds of this third quarter of play. We will head to the fourth.
And that is the end of the third quarter here at Jimmy Stadium with your score.
14-0.
Crusaders 14.
Central leads it on your Reynolds Memorial WV Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital scoreboard. We'll be right back.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals on Comet is sponsored by Mr. Reuter, Weirton Medical Center, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 495, D. Felice Brothers Pizza.
Heading to quarter number 4, Steubenville Catholic Central leading Madonna 14-0. Mr. Reuter first down and 10 after Iolentai picked up a nice run there to end the third quarter.
It's been a good, solid football game.
Crusaders have done what they wanted, control the clock, control the football. Some sustained drives. Iolentai once again. Nice run, first down yardage. Where they spot it.
Iolentai, quarterback keeper, sweeps.
He keeps it.
Tackle made by Dominic Maple.
T. Wellsburg replay.
That's good enough for a Crusader first down.
Waited for that.
Yeah, they're
Go
getting,
burst upfield.
First and 10 for Crusaders.
they're getting a lot of blockers out ahead of that's what you have to do. If you're going up against a 6-man line, if they're still in the 6-man line, you got to try to get outside.
Mr. Reuter, first down and 10. Ball at the 45. Hand out to Fallon. Fallon slipped there down and picked up a couple of yards. Crossland in there on the stop for the Blue Dons. Clock rolling. Crusaders offense rolling. Second down and 8.
Gain of 2. Second and 8.
Controlling the football with that run game.
Yeah, and they're taking their time too.
Milk that clock.
Exactly.
Madonna can't score if they don't have the football, and that's what they're thinking here. As long as they take care of it here on offense as well. Here's B.J. Fallon. Fallon breaks free, get first down, and more B.J. Fallon. 20. Down inside the 5. B.J. Fallon, big run.
Nice blocking up front.
Picked up by K.J. Ward. Touchdown saving tackle for the Blue Dons.
look at that blocking up front.
Yeah, excellent blocking. That's another thing about a six-man front. Once you break the line of scrimmage, there's nothing back there.
First and goal for the Crusaders.
First and goal. After they look at the Team Wellsburg replay, Mr. Reuter first down. Iolentai. Is he in? Yes, he is. Discovery Jewelers touchdown. Third of the night for Tyler Iolentai.
Touchdown.
$20-0 with 10:06 to go here in the fourth. Nice run by Fallon, sets up the touchdown run for Iolentai.
Right back to the offense they used in the second quarter.
And this extra point is no good. It's 20-0. We'll take a timeout. 10:06 to go in this one. Crusaders extend the lead. It is 20-6 on your WVU Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. 20-0. Superville Catholic Central extends the lead. Again, getting it done on the ground.
Exactly. They had that one big play that broke out, just an off-tackle power play.
There's Fallon taking off for the big pickup.
Excellent blocking up front.
Takes it down inside the 5, and then Iolentai's third score of the night finds its way in. Straight 20-0 lead. Team Automotive Mobile Unit kickoff once again here for the Crusaders. Bolster has it teed up. And it will bounce into the end zone for the touchback.
The kick goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
So the Blue Dons looking to get something going here.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, 10:06 to go. Still light rain falling.
They need a big play. Something to get them pepped up again.
Yeah, they had a nice drive going there previously. They turned over on downs on that 4th and 4, and the Crusaders march it down 7, or actually, the ball on the ground. Crusaders saying they have it. There's a battle underneath. Crusaders
and it is.
Have the football, and they are set up in prime range here.
I think Madonna only had 10 guys on the field that time.
They will Huff at the bottom of that pile. He may come up with it. That's a route.
Got to hold them there.
First,
they want a chance to stay in the game.
At the 20.
The Crusaders take over 1st and 10 from the Blue Dons, 20-yard line.
$9:57 remaining. Mr. Reuter first down and 10. Iolentai under center. Hand it off. And pushing forward, Toby Ruciano, senior. One more look on your Team Wellsburg replay. Ruciano picks up about 6 yards there, 2nd and 4 inside the WMC pink zone.
Yeah, Central had a hat on everybody. Hat on a hat. Just contain him enough for the back to find his hole.
2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line. Ruciano once again. Toby Ruciano at the 5. He's taken down. But a first down pickup. Crossland brought him down.
Toby Casino on the right side. Tackle made by
Luciano bouncing it.
Nice hole.
Breslin brings him down. It's another first down. First and goal at the 4.
Right now, Central's controlling the line of scrimmage big time.
First and goal, Crusaders from the 4-yard line.
Islandside working under center. Luciano. Is he in? Just short.
Luciano on the carry, short of the goal line.
Second goal inside the 1.
Tackle was Matt Dewey. It'll be second and goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, there can't be too much that Coach Meek is not happy about tonight because they've really followed that game plan.
They're following their game plan just exactly the way he wanted it to.
Second and goal from the 1. Hand off. Pushing forward, pushed back.
Luciano pushing forward, however, he stopped short of the goal line. Marquise Parker
in there, and it's third and goal, back around closer to the 2 now.
Third down and goal from the 1-yard line.
Clock continues to move. The clock is the Crusaders' friend here.
No. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
7:21 and rolling on your Bordas score bar. Islandite takes his time, hands it off, and taken down. Nick Kimberlin with a nice play defensively for the Madonna Blue Dons. It'll set up 4th down and goal. It was Kimberlin, sophomore, 5'9", 130 pounds. He gets in there. Well, first in there to slow things up was Preston Adams, and then Kimberlin finishes
He
things
came
up.
free. I don't know who was supposed to blocking, but
Loss of 4, 4th down and 5.
Oh, line up for a field goal attempt for Daniel Bolster. Kicked one earlier this year.
Bolster on for the field goal attempt.
23-yard field goal attempts for the Crusaders. Looking to extend it.
nope.
It's no good with 6:25 to go. We'll take a timeout. 20-0 Catholic Central in front on your WV Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard. $20-0 Stubico Catholic Central leading Madonna on your WV Medicine Wheeling Hospital scoreboard.
That was a good stand by Madonna. They needed that to stay in the game.
Defense getting it done there. Adams and Timberland, and then the missed field goal. So it's a Madonna football 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And Littleton will take off. Chase Littleton. Oh, the ball pops loose, and the Crusaders fall on it.
Fumble on the play.
Noah Huff with the recovery. Well, after all that work, the defense is going to come back out here. Team Wellsburg replay will show it to you again. And Huff knocked it loose, or excuse me, Purgie.
Yeah.
It looked like Purgie, and then 15 Noah Huff with recovery. Mr. Reuter 1st down and 10.
Tackled right up through the ball. Popped it out. So when you got to cover that ball up, you can't afford to be turning it over now.
Here's Islandside. Dives forward, picks up a couple, maybe one. Madonna up front, getting the job done there.
We would also like to wish a special happy early birthday to Addie Constantine in the Stubico Central Band.
Ball at the 36-yard line. It's 2nd down and 8. That one slips away from one. He's still in the move. First down, yardage up to the 20-yard line. B.J. Fallon.
B.J. Fallon off the right side, scrambling for first down yardage.
Another Mr. Reuter, first down.
Jerseys are starting to get a little slippery out there, I would think, because a couple of guys slid right off. I mean,
Tackle made
nice
by
hard run.
Maple. First and 10, Crusaders at the Blue Dogs.
Ball at the 20. First and 10. Crusaders in no hurry, leading 20-0. The pitch to Purgie. Tommy Purgie. Nice move and taken down inside the
Pitch
20.
goes to Tommy Purgie. Tackle made by number 11, Matt Gear.
Matthew Gear on the stop for the Blue Dons. Less than 5 to play.
Gain of about 5, second and 5.
Crusaders looking to take advantage of the forced fumble and fumble recovery.
Thing is, they're keeping the ball away from Madonna.
Here's Fallon. Nice work defensively by the Blue Dons to get in there. Once again, have Dominic Maple on the stop.
Stop for the Blue Dogs.
One more look on your Team Wellsburg replay. Maple right there and get some help. Inside the WMC pink zone.
Maple's playing a real good game.
He has.
He's made a lot of key tackles for him.
3rd and 4. Oh, high snap. Iolentai going to have to just fall on it back at the 29.
High snap on the play. Recovered by the Crusaders, Iolentai.
Might get a little wet, little loose there, a little high, and
15-yard loss on the play.
smart to just, fall on it. It's 4th down. 4th down upcoming in 17 to 27.
The official spot makes it 4th down and 17 for the Crusaders.
The rain certainly has not let up much here in the second half as Iolentai drops back, looks to throw it, and it is going to be tipped. Incomplete. Kimberland
Iolentai's pass
with the
falls
tip, and a
incomplete.
turnover on downs with 3:12 to
Broken
go.
up by Noah Kimberland.
Kimberland with the breakup.
That'll be a turnover on downs.
So the
And
Blue
a
Dons will
Blue
take over
first
at
down.
27. Kimberland's made some nice plays here as of late.
Yes, and
Team Wellsburg replay, they go to the air.
he's only a sophomore, too.
Yep. Breaks it up. They were looking for Huff. Mr. Reuter first down and 10 here for the Blue Dons.
Hard to get anything on the ball when it's wet like this.
And there is Matthew Gear on the carry.
Inside handoff to Matt Gear. Stop made by Braden Roush for the Crusaders.
Certainly the Madonna offense and really defense too. When they
3 yard gain. Second down and 7.
can get our Scholar Athlete of the Week back on the field, Jonah McKay, that'll certainly help very fast.
Oh yeah, they only have
Play.
four dressed players on the sideline, so it's tough. What you have out there is what you
Like I
got.
said, they've had some sicknesses the last couple weeks too, so a couple of other guys out as well. 2nd and 7, timeout called here by the Blue Dons. Play clock winding down. 2:26 to go. 2nd and 7
Timeout on the field,
upcoming
Blue
here
Dons.
for the Madonna Blue Dons, who
Yeah, they're playing well. They're being outmanned right now. They just don't have the people to give anybody a break.
Another tough test coming up for the Blue Dons here. They did a great job here to keep the Crusaders out of the end zone. And then, well, they got the ball back to the Crusaders on that fumble, but again, a big fourth down pass break up here by Kimberlin. And we got a 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line. Shout out to the Crusader marching band and the Madonna cheerleaders, and of course on the other side, the Catholic Central cheerleaders for standing out in the elements tonight.
Exactly. Yeah.
While we stay dry up here. It's been a chilly, rainy night, and the fans too. Of course, if you're watching us at home, you're just staying dry. Unless there's a leak in the house.
Yeah.
We don't want that. 2:26 to go. Littleton to keep it here. And runs out of space. Angled out of bounds there. Tino Kropka, number 58, helps out. Look at it again in your Team Wellsberger replay. Mahalio meets him. The Sprock guy. Braden Roush. Big test again next week for Madonna. They head to Cameron, take on the Dragons, who've only lost once this year. That was in the opener to West Green. That's next week at Cameron. And here Littleton hands it off to Matthew Gear. Push forward.
Stop immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Cameron's had some good ball clubs the last few years. They were real good when I first got the Madonna job, and then they fell off, and
they really got it going out. Coach Tim Brown.
But small schools, that's the way they do. You can't. It's hard to keep up from year in to year out.
Definitely goes in trends.
Exactly.
Minute to go in this one, 2nd and 8. Littleton to keep it. Turns the corner, picks up the first down. Less than a minute to go.
Chase Littleton for the quarterback keeper. The tackle made by Thomas.
Team Wellsburg replay. Outruns the defense around the edge. Leaps forward, Purgie gets him.
There's a flag on the play.
We have a flag on the play.
Calls a holding.
But a hold is part of the reason they were to get that, so moving back 10 from the spot.
Keep shooting themselves in the foot.
45 seconds. Blue Dons will drop to 2-2 on the season. Again, a big test at Cameron. Central will be home next weekend against hosting Carrick out of the Pittsburgh City League. Gear will run it.
Matthew Gear up the middle.
It may be the final play, depending on what happens, how quickly they get up. 20 seconds to go.
I think that's it.
That will wrap up this one here with the Student Catholic Central Crusaders improving the record to 6-0, continuing on that best start in 10 years. Madonna, head coach Troy Fetty, they battled. Central, though, had that game plan, controlled the football, they come away with the win 20-0. We'll take a timeout. We'll return and wrap things up from a rainy Jimmy Carey Stadium in a moment. 20-0, Steubenville Catholic Central singing the alma mater after a victory over the Madonna Blue Dons. They go to 6-0 on the season. The Blue Dons drop to 2-2. Let's show you the IBW 246 electrifying play of the game. And not a lot of long runs in this one, but this was a big one here.
Yes,
BJ Fallon, and this led to the third score of the game that made it 20-0. Tyler Ilenti, 3 touchdowns. And the Crusaders get it done. And Coach Meek has to be thrilled the way his guys were able to execute the game plan.
Well, that was the idea. Well, that's always your idea going in. You know, you set up what you want to do and what you think you're capable of doing. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But no, they followed through with exactly what they wanted to do. I talked to one of the coaches before the game, and they said that's what they wanted to control the ball, and that's Central's football, and they were able to do it. And when you can execute your game plan the way you want it, you're going to win some ball games.
And they've got 6 wins in the column so far this year. For our entire hard-working crew behind the scenes and my partner, the coach, Bob Kramer, thanks so much for joining us here tonight. I'm Rob Metzger. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again soon. The Crusaders are 6-0.